Stop. Let me tell you something.
Stop.
Don't you ever in your life.
I don't care about you. No. She's trying to hit me. Record it.
Kamisha! Kamisha, get the fuck out the house. What do you got going on?
So I'm at 6'4".
There are so many men and women out here in these toxic relationships, man. Women and men who are just don't have respect for themselves. You don't gotta sit in toxicity. It's not worth it. Relationship and your marriage is supposed to bring you peace. That's what you guys gotta realize, right? When you're dating someone or you're married to somebody, they are supposed to be your second piece. Your first piece is with Jesus Christ. Without him, we will never feel peace ever. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you. You know, he's our first piece. He's our only true piece. But I can say that your woman or your husband, they're going to bring you a level of peace because they are going to be working towards the kingdom of heaven with you. You know, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. You know, it's finding someone who's going to put God first with you. Finding someone who's going to respect you. You know, there's too many men out here falling and women out here falling for people that are just not worth it. You know, people out here everywhere. Evil is in this world. It's about putting God first and letting him send you the right person. Jim Grant of God.
So I had a meeting earlier today with my business coach, and I was telling her about the different perfumes that I've been promoting on TikTok Shop. And so I was telling her about the latest one that is more geared towards men, and I recommended it for men, but I ended up falling in love with it because the dry down several hours later, baby, it was everything. Like, I sprayed this on at like 2:45, 3 o'clock. It smells so good. So while I was thinking about it, I said, ooh, what would be a good perfume to layer with? Now, it's been a minute since I kind of endorsed this baby. And when I tell you marshmallowy, sugary, delicious, paired with the Mortality's Echo, oh my God. You want to talk about... Ladies, you want to get folded over like a pretzel and put through the mattress like a spatchcock chicken? Go ahead and layer the Tarif with Mortality's Echo. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. And the base note and the dry down on both of these together, oh my God. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. So if you already have this, try it with this. Honey, your man is not gonna leave you alone.
What's your biggest red flag?
Probably when a girl has her Instagram story highlights and it's like Monaco, Dubai.
Oh, phew.
Like,
That was me. I'm good.
And it's like 37 stories per. And Rolls Royce, and by the way, I say this is the person who owns a Phantom, so no judgment, but like if a girl ever came into my Phantom and tried to take like a photo of the ceiling, like the starlights or like the RR logo, she'd be, that's it. Like,
I always think of Dave's lyric he's like,
seeing them stars in a private story, I dust that chick, she got no grace.
Fair enough.
So no starlight photos in my Phantom.
No
please.
Dusty girls.
No,
yeah.
that's it. You're getting dusted.
I'm unemployed, so let's go get a spray tan because I think I deserve it after I lost my job. And I fear there is going to be a wait, but I got nothing but time. I'm unemployed. I feel alive again. I'm not pale anymore. The way that the tan like brings out my eyes. It brings out like the whiteness in your teeth. Yeah. I'm gonna need a membership.
Okay, I'm home. This is what we're working with for the next 4 to 6 hours. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a weird line as if it was like... Anyways, I feel like a person again. This is everything to me. I'm back for the results. I lost my job on Saturday, so I think I'm gonna reward myself by getting a spray tan tomorrow. You're probably thinking, if you're unemployed, shouldn't you be saving your money? That is correct, but I am cashing those unemployment checks. First, I'm getting a spray tan tomorrow. I'm gonna be bronze and beautiful for the weekend. And hopefully I'm gonna go in the morning because I have nothing to do tomorrow. Obviously, I'm unemployed. I have nothing to do. Hopefully, I am going to go in the morning and I'll have to wait because the last time I tried to go on a Thursday, tell me why it was a 2-hour wait. No, thank you. I guess I'll self-tan, but I'm out of self-tan right now. So I have to get a spray tan and I really just deserve it. Wait, I just know that people are going to be in my comments like, the government's paying for your spray tan for real. Like, guys, take the joke before I post it. Take the joke. My dad, I'm going to sound so stupid. My dad was like, it's your money. Like, you paid money with each paycheck to put into this, like, unemployment fund in case you ever needed unemployment. So I'm taking his word.
Welcome, man. Check out this video you about to see after this. And he telling you he did every single thing in his company's name because his credit was messed up. Let us fix your credit, man. And also your company credit. So if one fail, you still got the other. Holla.
Slim Thug had every car I could possibly imagine.
I still got a lot of cars.
Thug had every mansion, everything in the mansion. I used to look at Thug as a kid like, he's...
I was going through a little child support situation or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So they was like, how you trying to get your child support lawyer? Because we just got off that deal. How you trying to get your child support lawyer lower, but you just bought this brand new house? And Obama, I guess, did the thing where, you know, if you want to, if you know that your interest went up too high, whatever, you can move if you do a little, you know, some little thing. It was like a little program she said I can do. But actually, she didn't let me know that the time was up, you know what I'm saying? So it was like about $18,000 on a $400,000 house, and I just took that L. And worse than ever, I couldn't just pay and, you know what I'm saying, get that F off me, you know what I'm saying, that foreclosure. It was only like 3-4 months. I say it was about $10,000 to $18,000. It wasn't nothing, but that foreclosure.
Foreclosure, man, your credit is...
Just got it out.
It's been 7 years?
Man, I just got it out.
It's hard. You can't get nothing.
Just got it out. That's what I'm saying. I'm just now my normal self again. I just now, like I say, I just now got that out of my, you know, name and can do normal credit stuff. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you pay your taxes? Through the business?
Everything company. Everything company. And I couldn't have my name on the company either. So it's like, I had to, you know, it was crazy, man.
For a lot of these modern women, you hear them saying phrases like, as a man, if I were a man, if I were to, but you're not, and I'm not going to be listening to you. That's the thing. I'm not going to continue to let you chart my path in the direction that I need to go in life because you don't have any direction. You don't even know what you're doing. Why would I listen to you and you don't even know where you're going? Absolutely not.
Genuinely, I've never seen the internet as divided as when I posted this on Instagram the other day. Half of you were like, that looks amazing, I need to try it right now. Correct. And the other half were like, that's disgusting. Buffalo chicken, whatever chicken you want. I use Beyond Meat because I don't actually eat chicken. Cottage cheese mixed with ranch. I actually used dill pickles because I didn't have ranch today. And then just chop up a bunch of pickles and put it in there. My hair is fucked. Just try it. And then you can thank me later. It's so good.
Hey, world! We're in a blizzard. Ooh. Happy Sunday. Stay inside, guys. Stay inside. Wait, let's go. We're off to see the wizard. Like the snow shore.
Women will never, ever, ever lie. Women never lie. They show you their red flags from day one and you just choose to ignore them. So I'll meet so many men that will say, I can't believe she cheated on me. But when they met her, she had a boyfriend and she cheated on her boyfriend with him. Or they'll say, I can't believe she was using me for money. But when they met her, she was using another man for his money. Women show you their red flags. And what will happen is the more red flags a woman has, the more likely she's going to choose a man with zero self-esteem. And what is the quickest way for us to know a man has no self-esteem? He is hyper obsessed with a woman's beauty. That's it. When you are not around beautiful women very often, and when you are praise women and attached to women simply because of their looks, they can smell the low self-esteem in you because it becomes very obvious that this is new for you. And as a result, she knows that you're the quickest person to manipulate, you're the quickest person to use, and that you're the quickest and easiest.
All right, let's talk dating and money, because there are some red flags, I think, relationally that come up when you're dating, but also specifically with money. So first red flag for me is that they don't want to talk about it at all, that they're uncomfortable around it, they're kind of secretive, that there's no mention of anything. So for sure, I would not be engaged to someone that I don't know their income, what's in their retirement accounts. And it's not because you're a gold digger. It's just the fact that there's going to be a level of unity and honesty and transparency in marriage. And when they can't do that with money, that worries me. Number two, that they're not generous. There is something about someone who just lives their life like this with a closed fist with money that turns out to be a reflection of their heart. And I would just say, and it may not look generous with like the amount of money, but their openness to help or to tip well or whatever it looks like, if they don't have that, that's a red flag for me. All right, last but not least, this is kind of a weird one, but just go with me. When they are obsessed with money. Okay, if you are dating someone and it's their only goal in life to like make this income, to get this, and it's all they talk about, like there's one thing to be driven and to have goals. There's something else to be said about when someone is so obsessed with something like money that honestly just ends up being a very shallow subject. It does. If you don't have control over it and all that, yes, it can be very overwhelming. So you want to know money, you want to handle it well, have good habits. Obviously, this is what I do in life. I want this for you guys. But there's a level of obsession people have, and the problem with those people is that the finish line always moves. They will never be content, and that would worry me. All right, all you out there dating, good luck.
I just got my plane ticket to India, where I will be taking a rickshaw across the country 3,000 miles to bring a global spotlight to the silent crisis that many of our men are facing. Our boys are struggling, our men are struggling, our families are breaking down, and the world is not paying attention. I am calling all mothers to rise. Our boys are worth it. Their broken hearts are worth it. So if you care about our boys, if you care about our men, will you walk with me? Will you follow me on this journey? Will you like and share this spotlight? Because until we can see the problem, we can't do anything about the problem. I leave in 28 days. Our boys are worthy of our attention and our care and our fight for them. Like, follow, and share.
Send this to someone that needs to understand what it's like to be a man. He never got the "I'm sorry." He never got the explanation as to what went wrong. He never got the phone call to say, let's try and work it out. He never got any of that. All he got was silence, a door that was just open enough for him to overthink, for him to wonder what's going to be next, for him to wonder where he should go from here, for him to wonder how much he actually meant to someone. He tried to speak, he tried to communicate, he tried to make it work, but anything he felt, anything he wanted to say, it was never good enough. His feelings were never validated. He was never told that it's okay for him to communicate. So no, it's not that he doesn't want to communicate. It's that every time that he does, that door was still left half open.
I want to know who sees my TikToks, so like my video and leave a comment of where you're from.
You know, every time you turn around, modern women are using something against a man. Always. They're using something against a man for some reason. I don't know why. Like, it don't matter if a man is vulnerable. Don't matter if a man could be doing the right thing. They always figure out a way to try to get over on the man, to one up the man for no reason.
Listen, y'all know that for a long time, I have challenged many of the ideas of femininity, that Black femininity specifically, that are going out, that are constantly being promoted in media. Even if I look at some of the representations in media and some of these different sitcoms and how it's hyper feminist, the ways in which women are celebrated for being sometimes just openly misandrist or just sassy or snappy to men or have an attitude. And no one is saying that Black women have to be like a doormat or that Black women can't be strong, because right. But we can be honest that I think a lot of Black women were taught and cultivated on how to be independent, or at least how to embrace independence, even if they don't know how to do so and weren't able to do so financially.
Avoid ungrateful women like this, at all costs.
I got asked to go on a date the other day, but he wanted to get coffee and then go on a walk. Mind you, the only pictures I have of me outside on my Instagram are me at a beach outside the country.
And?
All the other pictures of me are in heels, dressed up, makeup done, hair done. What about me tells you I would want to go get coffee and go on a walk? Stop asking me stupid question. And he was like, I only want a girl who appreciates walks or like simple things. Then go get a dog. I'm a but I'm not a dog. Stop wasting my time asking me stupid.
This is why you don't go after ungrateful women like this. The purpose of a first date is for you to know if there's gonna be a second one. I'm not spending mad bread on a first date, and here come, I'm pretty sure, the weirdos. If you broke, just say that. Nah, my hard-earned money ain't going to feeding you just cause. I'm good off that. Purpose of a first date is to get to know you, because as you can see, these chicks tell on themselves. If I see a video like this with a chick I'm about to have a date with, this is what she's put in the past, that date's canceled. Best believe she did the work for me. They will tell on themselves if you give them enough time to talk. That's what a first date is for, so you avoid like this. You see what I'm saying? What do you mean? Oh, I'm not going on no coffee. You see, ungrateful. She must have gotten turned out by some dudes with money, and she thinks that's her standard, and it's not. She's ungrateful as she done travel. She thinks she's too good for coffee on a first date or a walk. The simple walk to get to know each other. Avoid chicks like this at all costs. They're only gonna rot your brain and your wallet, and there ain't no point.
5 red flags that you should know about your girl. Number 1, her texting back slow. If she's texting you back slow, bro, it only means 1 or 2 things. Either A, she don't with you like that, or B, she's getting took through there. And I mean, took through there. Number 2, running straight to her notes as soon as y'all argue. If your girl goes straight to her notes to put a song or in her notes as soon as y'all get into it, bro, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's for her. If she wanted to tell you about something, she would have texted it to you. Number 3, if she says she magically went to sleep and texts you back 4 hours later, bro, I'm sorry to tell you, she was getting crushed. It is very crucial that at step number 3, you do not fold, because she will come back to let you crush. Number 4, if she always hungry, because bitch, why are you always starving? And finally, number 5, if she hates her dad. Run very, very far if she hates her father. It's a problem.
If a man is about to eat my pink taco and I stop him because I'm a little bit sweaty and I don't want him to smell that, you know, and he continues to devour me, that's my kind of guy, okay? I think sweat's hot. It smells hot. It tastes hot. What I think society needs to accept is that sweat is hot. So I'm gonna marry that man. I will happily take his last name.
I don't know what plot you saying that I lost, because I don't care whether or not men find me attractive, right? If I cared about men finding me attractive, then I never would have gained weight in the first place. I'm fully aware how fat phobic most men are. So if I truly cared about being attractive to men, I would have never gained weight to start with. But seeing how I don't care and how the attention that I was getting when I was smaller was part of the reason why I gained weight in the first place, men would definitely never be part of the motivation to make me get it off. You cool? I lost weight again for my health because I wanted to be healthy, because being big is inconvenient. It'll never be for a man. If I lost weight now and I still don't date, then clearly we know that was never the issue in the first place. I didn't date when I was big and I'm not dating now. Now, I personally do think I look better when I'm smaller, which was another motivating factor for me to get back to the size that I wanted to be. But I don't want for 1 second for y'all to ever in your life think that men had anything to do with my decision to lose the weight again.
You know, a lot of these modern women really honestly and truly were chasing independence. That's what they wanted. Oh, I want to be a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. And the man said, okay, you don't need me. You get independence, I get peace. You leave me alone, I leave you alone. Modern women, I'm thinking of an example right now. As we found out, modern women will always come back around and bother a man. In whatever situation, however the situation goes, they're going to come back and bother a man.
Dear men, please never date these type of women. If a woman always expects you to pay, if a woman always expects you to give in and please her, please don't ever date her. Why? Because it seems like she's toxic because there's a lot of internal trauma related to her childhood that she hasn't worked out. And that's why she has this high need for control in the men that she dates in her life.
I want to know where you rate me 1 out of 10.
Tonight, like please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true, but I change.
This is our generation for you. You know, whether it's men, women, in between, you know, it's sad. You know, we have a generation where this stuff is happening constantly. You know, one night stands, hookup culture, you know, getting with this woman and that woman, getting with that man and that man. I'm telling you right now, find God. To anyone watching this video, we need God more than ever. You know, our generation is so far lost from God. You know, the best thing I ever did for myself was finding Jesus Christ. You know, realizing that everything I was doing, everything that I was taught was wrong. You know, and we have a true definition of peace. It's God. You know, and living for Him, man, is the best thing I ever did for myself. You know, realizing that we don't gotta live in destruction. We don't gotta live in destroying our lives every single weekend. Find God. Open this up right here, man. This is your true peace. This is how you're gonna find what you need to find in life. You can search for it in drugs, booze, whatever, wherever you want to search, but at the end of the day, you'll never find peace, man. You'll find destruction. The world will destruct you. The world will 360 you every single time. Focus on God and focus on what He has for you, man. Jim Ground of God.
A man with boundaries can only be with a woman who doesn't have many red flags because they're a perfect match. She doesn't do too much, he doesn't tolerate too much. They work really well. But a woman filled with red flags will only select a man who's filled with low self-esteem. She will find the man who doesn't know how to exert his boundaries, doesn't know how to look for red flags, and doesn't know how to stand up for himself. That's the man she will select. So if you are a man with really low self-esteem and really value the connection more than the respect that she's giving you, you are going to find yourself constantly manipulated, cheated on, and disrespected by women.
Do the women you talk to not know who you are? You guys ask this all the time. I'm a great guy. Like, I genuinely don't know what you guys expect women to think. I think the chronically online internet women have you confused. Like, y'all see the femcells, y'all see what the panda bears have to say, and you're like, man, this guy must struggle IRL. Like, even women I've met who called my content like scary because like they were scared they're gonna get dragged through the mud or whatever, they still wanted to get to know me as a person. Like, I feel like some of you have to understand like how parasocial you're being when you ask something like this. I don't even mean that as an insult. Like, the thing is, I've met people who were like clouded up in one way or another, right? Like, I had a perception of them before I met them. It takes like one 30-second conversation with this person to be like, oh wait, and instantly there's that separation between what you've seen and what you've experienced. And I'm not gonna lie, an even bigger thing is most people I run into don't have an issue with my content. The people on the internet have an issue with my content because they feel like they're supposed to at this point. But these people who are passionate and like, oh my gosh, like this guy, like, they are not a fixture in real life, or at the very least, they are nowhere near as prevalent as you would think they are. Like, my content has never cost me, except for when I, like a couple times I've made a video about someone and they didn't like it. But I feel like people just think it's like a deterrent, but it's not. And I feel like I get along with women so well naturally that like it just comes together for them in their head. Like, even if they did have a problem with it, like I would talk to them and I feel like they would just be like, oh, like I feel like it would all, they just get it now. Like, there is not a singular woman on this app that dislikes me that I don't think I could have one conversation with and they would completely change their tune. Now, men on the other hand, hate my guts. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like there are people who like my content where if we had one conversation, they'd be like, bro, I hate this guy.
The current redistricting map is a 6-5 split. 6 Democrat, 5 Republican. Okay? Any political analyst, anyone who's a lot smarter than me will tell you that Virginia has by far the closest to the most fairest representation when it comes to the congressional districts. And what Democrats are trying to do with this redistricting is take it from a 6-5 split to a 10-1 split. 10 Democrat, 1 Republican. When you take a look at the proposed congressional map, you'll have a congressional leader up in Fairfax, Virginia, representing people way the in Virginia Beach. That makes absolutely no sense, okay? This is not temporary. Take a look at the timing of which this election is happening. It's happening right before primaries going into the midterms. They are trying to steal the voice and the vote of people who are in rural areas, predominantly red areas. What makes the whole situation even more up never mind the fact that it just screams hypocrisy, is the fact that the people voted to prevent gerrymandering, regardless on who had power. That law was passed when the Republicans had control of both the House and the governor's mansion. Both houses and the governor's mansion. That's when that law was passed. So to sit there and go in and try to bypass and circumvent a law that prevents gerrymandering because you're using inflammatory language. Oh, it's about fair elections. It's not a fair election. Because what you're trying to do is seat power for not only the primary, but the midterms, as well as every gubernatorial election and every following election, to where not a single Republican that represents those individuals who vote Republican will ever seize control. So for the people of Virginia, this is not a fair election, because if this was a fair election, why is the language so manipulative? Why is the language so confusing? Why are DC Democrats pumping millions of dollars into ensuring that people vote yes?
All right, here we go. So, full disclaimer, this is my first time doing something like this. This is my first time being in something like this. I want to express that I'm very uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable doing the first video, but I'm still a little uncomfortable, but I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I'm okay with living in my truth. So, here is my official story time on how I found out about my wife having sex with my brother on his podcast. Because he's the host. He's the host on the podcast. So, I'm going to take y'all back. I'm going to take y'all back to when it happened. So, my brother had invited us on the podcast because, you know, we're a couple. He know that we together. He know that we, you know, that's my wife. We married and everything. We got the kids. And so he wanted our perspective, right, for the episode, the topic, one of the topics. Or I think it was more so he wanted our perspectives on all of the topics that was going on that we was going to be talking about for the day or whatever. So I didn't like dress up nothing crazy because it's my brother, but I'm a you know, support. So I just put on something presentable. She kind of went over the top, but I ain't think nothing of it because I took it as you know, you want to look good for me. You know, you doing all of that for me. You know, she had on this skin tight green sundress situation, had the makeup on and everything, hair, like she went over and above, you know. And she was also, talking like it was for me type of thing. So we get to the podcast, we do the podcast, regular, boom, boom, boom. We leave, right? We get to the crib. She say she gonna go, it was either door dashing or going to the gym.
Okay, let me make sure I got all my facts in order. This brother clearly stated that his brother nutted in his wife every single time, but she never gave him head. My question is, are you currently out on Born right now? What seems to be the problem? Definitely like this video, go to his brother page, watch some of his other videos for a bunch of original content. He makes a bunch of good stuff. It's like a 4, maybe 5-part series, and each video is like 20 to 25 minutes long in length. Go back and listen for yourself. And I agree with you. The day she wore that green sundress, she was wearing it to get your brother's attention. Because everybody knows the sundress is a winner every single time. Sundresses or Mac dresses, whatever they want to call it, as well as boy shorts, it's an automatic. This is the reason why people have trust issues now. This isn't a Tyler Perry movie. This ain't Real Housewives of Alabama, any of that toxic BS y'all watch on Tubi. This stuff really happens every single day. You can't trust friends, family members, co-workers, fake siblings around your partner, because if your partner is trifling, that other person is definitely down for the count. This is why assault and bodily injuries are so prevalent these days. This is why when I hear stories from alleged couples or incidents of why they broke up, I don't even want to listen to the story, because I want to listen to all three sides, your side, her side, and the absolute truth, because everybody wants to play the victim and act like they didn't do nothing wrong. But just stay listening, you'll see what you got. But leave a comment in the comment section. But y'all grown, gonna do what y'all want to do.
You know, a lot of these guys out here, contrary to what modern women continue to say, we're out here actually planning dates. They're out here actually initiating. They're out here actually investing. Oh, I want a man that invests in me. I want a man that takes me seriously. And this dinner is just, you know, it's showing me that you're doing X, Y, and Z. I know, but I don't receive anything in return. That's my problem. You're not giving me anything back. It's a one-sided arrangement. And so when men stop doing that, women get upset as if the man is wrong.